It's your boy Quinn Wade, Quinn 20 here coming to you with a quick video up on hot topic. Everybody talking about Westbrook, Durant. Should they get rid of Durant? He gonna leave anyway. I personally think that Kevin Durant ain't gonna leave. He's been loyal to OKC. And if he goes to Washington where everybody wants him to go, Washington is a worse team than OKC right now. John Wall is nowhere near Russell Westbrook. They both turn the ball over and they both can't shoot really. But Westbrook does more than John Wall, but John Wall is a better playmaker and passer. But and then they were top. We gonna have to get rid of one of them just to bring Kevin Durant in, just to have a salary. Because you remember, you still gotta pay Bradley Beal his money. He might ask for 9 to 10 million. Because you know a team would be willing to overpay Bradley Beal because of his potential and his age and his ability to knock down threes at a 40% clip and free throws. So and Bradley Beal is clutch. He had a lot of game winners even in his rookie season. So he can step up in the big occasions, and he stepped up last year in the playoffs. So you know a team will be willing to overpay Bradley Beal, so you gotta give him his money. So they don't really have that much talent compared to OKC. But OKC gonna find a little problem with money too because they don't really go into the luxury tax, which is gonna make them struggle a little bit more because they gotta pay Steven Adams. If Omar Ashi got around 10 mil, Steven Adams can get around 10 mil because he a defensive rebounding finishing big that can shoot free throws. There's a lot of centers like that in the league that is getting around 9 to 10 mil. Then you gotta play Enes Kanter. Enes Kanter been putting up 14 plus points and 10 rebounds and shooting 54% from the field. So Enes Kanter is a hot commodity because he's a center that can shoot jump shots, shoot free throws, and finish and post up. So you're gonna have to give him a whole lot of money, but he's gonna be cheaper than Brook Lopez. He should be around a little less than Brook Lopez because the amount of years he played in the league, and he ain't an all-star player. So you should be able to get Enes Kanter for 11 to 12 million, and that's close to what they were trying to pay Reggie Jackson. But then you're going to have to pay Dion Waiters, who's going to be a free agent next year, after next year, and that's going to screw him up because Dion Waiters, I don't think he's going to be in the league that much longer. Right now, he's playing at OKC. He just looking too much for a shot. He just all he can do is score. He's like people kept saying he better than Kyrie Irving. They need to go kill themselves. It's obviously Kyrie Irving just put up 55 and 57. Dion Waiters haven't even scored 40 points in one game. And Dion Waiters is shooting 39% from the field, all spot up threes, spot up mid range. And Dion Waiters, he love to do that dribble, step back, jump shot, and it's always going to go in, but majority of the time it's going to go out. So Dion Waiters is not a player that's gonna be worth a lot of money, so they can really sign Dion Waiters for 5 million. He worth the veteran minimum just to be a bench player. Or if he ever develop, let's say if he blossom next year because he in the contract year, he want to play amazing basketball just because his contract up and he want to get some money, like Reggie Jackson trying to do. If he plays high, like Reggie Jackson will put up 20 and 7. Dion Waiters gonna come off the bench in OKC. He just got to raise his efficiency in the shot selection, and Dion Waiters could be a starter in this league. But right now, he just a worse Jamal Crawford and a way worse Lou Williams. He worser than them because they at least they shoot over 40% and they can knock down threes even off the dribble. Dion Waiters barely can do anything without missing. So they gonna have a problem signing Steven Adams, Enes Kanter, Dion Waiters. They gonna probably let Kyle Singler go if he asks for too much money. Same with Steve Novak. They might have to let them go because they ain't gonna be able to pay Kanter, Waiters, and Adams. Then you gotta think about they gotta pay Mitch McGary. He gonna be on his rookie deal. Eventually you gonna have to pay him. You know, he a good finishing energy big. That's around 5 to 7 million for his size, 6'10". So they gonna have to pay a lot of these guys, and they gonna have to pay Kevin Durant more money because he get a higher level of pay since he been in the league longer. The longer you be in the league, the more money they can give you. So they gonna have to give Kevin Durant $100 million. Then they probably gonna have to give Westbrook $100 million unless they take a pay cut. They gonna probably have to give them both the max. Then they gotta pay Serge Ibaka. Then they gotta pay Enes Kanter. They ain't gonna have too much room to really be affording all these players. And that's the same thing that's gonna happen to Washington Wizards. They're going to have to pay Bradley Beal. They already paid Gortat. Nene contract going up. They're going to have to replace him or pay him. Then they already gave John Wall the max. So Washington can really only afford one more max player to go along Gortat, Wall, and Beal salary-wise. And if they get Kevin Durant, they're going to have to drop Nene or somebody else just to fit Durant on that roster. And like I said, at the end of the day, the Wizards will not be better than OKC as is. OKC is a way better and way more complete team than the Washington Wizards. So I don't think Kevin Durant going to leave OKC for the Wizards unless the Wizards do a lot of shit this offseason, bring in a lot of more weapons and better they bench and still got enough money to get Kevin Durant. But other than that, as Washington Wizards as they is now, I really don't see them being better than OKC in the next 2 years. And like I said, Serge Ibaka and Russell Westbrook and Enes Kanter is better than the core at Washington. So I think Kevin Durant gonna stay in OKC because I don't see no team he can go to unless something happens in the future. He should just stay in OKC. And Russell Westbrook, just because he been playing out of his mind, doesn't mean that they can replace Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is obviously the best player on the team. He's way more efficient than Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook shooting 43%, and he's averaging over 4 turnovers. The last couple of games, he's been getting 4, 5, 9, 10 turnovers in these last couple of games. Yes, he's putting up a triple-double, but like I always say, Westbrook is trying to get the rebound. Westbrook has the ball in his hand all game, so he always going to score. Westbrook shoots over 20 shots a game. He's going to get 30. He's going to get 40 because he always got the ball in his hand. He's constantly shooting. He's going to get 10 assists when he got the highest usage rate in the league. So I think people are just playing into Russell Westbrook a little bit too much. He's obviously not the best player on the team. And his stats are a little inflated, like I said before, because he has the ball constantly in his hands and he shoots over 20 shots a game. Kevin Durant don't even shoot 20 shots a game, and he still averaged 32 points last year. So it's all about efficiency. You can average a triple-double, but if you get 9, 10, 6 turnovers with 10 assists, that's not efficient. Especially, I seen a lot of Westbrook games when he shot, he missed every three, or he only made 1 3. He only shooting 28% from 3. So Westbrook is way less efficient. I'd rather get rid of Westbrook than get rid of Durant. And anybody should agree with that. Even though Durant last year was playing better than Westbrook this year because he was more efficient and he scored more points. So they just overhyping Westbrook right now. He is an all-star, he is a top 10 player, but he's not good enough to build a team around. And they only 12-10, and they not even the 8th seed no more. Westbrook is the best player on the team. They 12-10 without Kevin Durant, and they actually the 9th seed right now. They're not even in the playoffs right now. So Westbrook was your go-to guy with all that talent in OKC. They still losing games. They still just lost their last couple games, and they beat Philadelphia and teams like that. So, and then they lost against Portland. They lost against Chicago. They just lost again. So Westbrook hasn't showed that he can lead a team. When Westbrook went down last year, Kevin Durant was they had him at the number 2 seed, and Kevin Durant put up efficient, dominant numbers, and they was winning 60% of their games when Westbrook went out. When Westbrook is the go-to guy, they only went 12-10 without Kevin Durant. And Westbrook struggled even in the beginning of the season. He was shooting OKC out of games. He was turning the ball over. So Westbrook, he's not playing better than Kevin Durant last year. And he obviously ain't better than Kevin Durant. So he's not the alpha dog. He ain't the go-to guy on the team. It's still Kevin Durant. So don't get that wrong. Don't listen to what Skip Bayless and the media saying. Westbrook stats are inflated and they're really empty because they only won 2 more games than they lost. And they just lost their last couple games. And they're not even the 8th seed no more. They're the 9th seed. When Westbrook went down, Kevin Durant was still in the top 3, and they finished the number 2 record in the Western Conference. And they got the first round, too. So we're going to have to see what they do with Westbrook in the playoffs and how everything going to go. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to check out my older videos. If you like this video, like my older videos, subscribe. And thanks for the view. And thanks for watching.